So earlier we talked about my Doberman as a farm dog, and the funny thing about her is she had specific barks. She would give a squirrel bark. She would give, hey, there's people bark, which she loved people. Wasn't a vicious dog at all. The funny thing about her is she'd come up to your vehicle and she'd be smiling, but it looked like she was snarling and vicious, but she wasn't making a noise. She'd bark a couple times if she couldn't see what was going on, but as soon as she saw, she had a different reaction. So she had communicative barks. The funniest bark she had, though, and the most recognizable, was when she saw a snake. And she would quite literally bark, snake, snake, snake. Not quite as clear as snake, but it was, you could tell it was her snake bark. And she would just bark it over and over and over again. And being on the farm, we did have rattlesnakes, we did have copperheads, and we had all kind of other, rat snakes, corn snakes, all kind of other snakes. Black racers. Black racers one of the more common ones on there, next to the rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes was the most common venomous snake over copperheads, but there were quite a few of both. We're out there in the woods. Remember, it was 99 acres. About, I don't know, maybe 40 of it was cleared and field and area for hogs, and later on the horse pasture, stuff like that. But it was pretty wild out growing up. I mean, some of the biggest snakes, but outside, and she's down by near the old chicken yard. She starts barking, snake, snake, snake. So I go out there by it. Now, the chicken yard had been defunct for a while. We hadn't had chickens for a little bit. And the area she was in was pretty much high brush grass about this tall. So it was hard to see where you're going. And I don't know what kind of snake she's got. But I do know, sorry about that, I'll be right back. So where was I? Ah, yeah, I was wading into brush about this, overgrown brush, weeds about that high. Can't see my feet, don't know what's going on. Don't know what kind of snake she's got. She has been known to corner rattlesnakes, and usually you hear them buzz, so I wasn't hearing a buzz, but I wasn't sure exactly what it is, because sometimes rattlesnakes don't rattle. And copperheads definitely don't rattle. So I get up in there close, probably as close as from me to the camera, maybe a little bit further away. And she gets bold, and she has been known to dart in, grab a snake, shake it, and toss it. So that's what she does. She goes in, grabs this snake, shakes it, tosses it, boom, right here in my chest, falls down around my feet. Now, all I saw was snake come flying at me. It took a second to process that it was just a rat snake. But I want you to know my heart went up through my throat. I knew I was going to be struck by a snake and be a dead man. Loved that dog dearly. But that day right there, she put a scare into me that I really don't care to repeat. So, sometimes your farm dog can be a good dog. They do good things. Sometimes they can really just, do something stupid that throws you into a panic. And she didn't kill the snake. It ran off. I got her and brought her back up out the brush and back up to the house. So, the snake went on to have another day. But it was a time. And it was something she did that I wish she had, but hey, then I wouldn't have a story to tell you. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.